all in this pot. I'm cooking grits like my mama did. My phone keep going off. I swear I'm living like my partner did. Bitch all on my line, but she ain't talking about no check though. Told her I'ma get back with her. I'm trying to check up on her check though. Jordan on my feet, put that on pops, them hoes retros. Piety in my closet, 92 got me on Depot. You never throw the ball when he be open, you a T-bow. Nigga shot my shot for real, this shit was easy as a free throw. Nigga hoes all on my dick, if you gon' step, stick to the G-code. Nigga trap jumping, I be in them streets though. Peep though, got a mop the size of broom in my peak coat. Try digging in my pockets, you gon' die trying to beat Debo. 5 burners get the ring and I need them artists for my clientele. Yeah, I'm eyeballing when I be jugging and I ain't got no skill. Yeah.
Yo, man, what's happening? It's time for that Culture for the Street podcast. Back at you with another host. Me and the Mafia back at y'all. Nick, what's happening? Let them know what time it is.
You know what's going on, man. It's time for that Culture for the Street. We ain't playing no games. We're gonna keep stepping like we've been stepping. But you know, first thing first, man, we gonna say the best for last.
Right.
First and foremost. But we got to get into the Boston Richey and his Cody. You know what I'm saying? His Cody just recently did an interview speaking on the paperwork. And from his perspective, he said it was misinterpreted by a lot of people, including him. That's why they had fell out and this shit was, it was squashed and, a whole bunch of extra. But one thing he didn't do in any way was like throw dirt on him, try to tarnish him. So my question to you is, do you think he did the interview in the way he did about some money, like somebody paid?
Of course, because what's the name? 10-9 and Jay exposed the conversation with him and Buddy, and he basically said that, he got paid off in so many words. And for this fool to mess around and say, we misinterpreted, but it's documented that this will actually happen, and you trying to say, well, everybody in the hood know what's going on. I don't understand how it got out there to the internet or whatever. It should have never went to the internet. No, he should not have never said anything. It wouldn't be in black and white. It would have, if he wouldn't have said anything, it would have said suspect refused to give a statement.
That's what he said. He said,
who? Boston Richey?
The Cody said. The Cody finna said he didn't talk to them folks. Him and another nigga didn't talk to them folks. Boston Richey talked.
Right. Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, he indiscreetly said, we ain't talked to them folks. He did.
Mm-hmm.
But it was a misinterpretation. So watching that last night, it made me feel like he getting paid to go up there and set the record straight.
If that was the case where he was from the gate when it first popped off, why you ain't jump up and say, hey, man, it's going too far. It ain't go like that. Why you let so many days go by and you just come out of blue with a Say Cheese interview?
Maybe they had to get their story together first.
Yeah, of course they did.
You know what I'm saying? They all roll with each other. So, you know what I'm saying? Of course, they had to sit back in the huddle. And I'm pretty sure Boston Richey gave this nigga some bread because he got too much money on the line that's being risked due to the fact people saying this nigga told. So you got people over here. You ain't no longer on the FBG tour for whatever reason. You saying that you took your own break and you just disassociated yourself with the tour. But I don't believe that. You're not turning down hundreds of thousands of dollars because you just want to take a break, bruh. And your mixtape ain't gonna make you more money than what you would have made going on that tour.
Man, it didn't take no rocket science to figure out them last 2 videos that he dropped. You don't see them free band, that free band bird around his neck no more.
No free band chains.
No jury either.
You don't see no free band associates neither.
Mm-mm.
That's what I'm saying. Like, look what's going on. Look how they doing Gunna.
Right.
How they doing Spot 'em Got 'em.
Mm-hmm.
Look how Lil Uzi Vert did the young nigga for the Corvette. These
Right.
niggas could get away from you.
Yeah.
And that's what they doing. They getting away from niggas, man. But with him, he think the niggas he got around him speaking on the situation for him gonna help the situation. Niggas don't really care because at the end of the day, them two niggas didn't speak to the police. You
Mm-hmm.
did. You're out of here.
Right. Right. They trying to save you, but they can't.
They can't save you. It's a done deal. Like
It's
that.
over with.
That deal is done. Like all you could do is whatever fan base you still got left. Because a lot of people, let's just be honest, a lot of people gonna overlook.
The females, of course, because you know
The
he
niggas
do
too,
a.
bro. It ain't just
You
females.
right, because
Around
when he
also.
dropped the deluxe, deluxe, you should have seen how many blue chicks was down there in the comments rooting for him.
You know why? For
Why?
one, after the allegations came out, he dropped the tape like a couple days later.
Mm-hmm.
The situation hadn't even arose yet where niggas got to explaining and coming on defense about the situation yet. So, you know, it was still in the air whether the shit was real or fake. So niggas wasn't gonna jump the gun and disassociate themselves with the nigga. But once a lot of niggas start coming out like, yeah, and people from his hood and shit like that, you got to. It's just like Birdman. Like nigga cut his blood off behind that shit.
Mm-hmm.
That's how serious it is because you don't need them type of niggas around you, especially when you got niggas that's with you that's playing the
If
role of
if
interior.
it's built if it's built out if the foundation was built off the streets, none of that can't be attached to it at all.
Mm-mm.
You know what I mean? It's gonna give it a whole black eye. So
Not when you running around with street niggas.
yeah, so we already know that his career gonna crash before Gunner's, I believe.
I'm gonna tell you why Gunna career lasts longer than Boston Richie's.
Why?
Because at you know, a lot of niggas, only the street niggas ain't gonna listen to Gunna. Gunna damn near pop.
Right. You said a
It's still
mouthful.
gonna sell, bruh. We just
Mm-hmm.
ain't gonna be pressing the button on that shit. It's still a whole crowd like 6ix9ine and them that's like, I don't give a fuck about.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So
It,
he gonna last. He's still gonna be able to drop. He don't gotta worry about the street niggas tapping in because his main base following gonna tap in. His
yeah.
main base following is not 85% street niggas. No, it's not.
Mm-hmm.
Because most of the music he rapping, we don't want to even listen to all day.
Right. It the other music that we don't listen to, it attract the other crowd.
Yeah, and Boston Richie don't make music like
Yeah,
Gunna.
he only made street music
Street
for.
music, and you losing the street ties by this shit happening. The street niggas gonna be like, man, cut that shit off.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it's
Ain't
like
no bitch gonna be playing no Boston Richie around no street nigga. He gonna be like, bitch, you
it's
don't
gonna
cut that
cause
off.
friction. It's gonna cause it.
A lot of friction. So I don't think Boston Richie could last longer than Gunna. Hell no, because
Mm-mm.
Gunna more of a top tier artist.
Now let's get to old Wack 100, man. Done got exposed the worst way.
First of all, Wack 100 new name over this internet is Wack, come here. And we gonna break down why we call him Wack, come here, as you follow us into this content we finna drop.
Wack mess around and let Cocktails with Meeka. Let me say this about Cocktails with
You
Meeka.
got to describe who Meeka is first and
Okay,
foremost to the people that
first
she is.
Cocktails with Meeka. She, of course, she's a blogger or whatever. Out of nowhere, she met she met Wack. Wack got on Clubhouse, of course, and she ended up being his mistress. You did what I'm saying? And in the process of being the mistress, of course, they ended up having personal dealings with each other, and they got caught up a little bit to the point where Wack was out his body and decided to let her put fingers in him during uh during sex.
Come here, Wack.
Now, keep in mind, right? She said that she was putting as she put the last finger in this dude. She said his words was stroke the prostate, man.
No, cuz you got to say it right.
What I messed up?
She said he went and took a shower
Mm-hmm.
when they got to the room, because the plan was I'm gonna take you to the room and you gonna dump your bags, then we gonna go get something to eat type thing.
Mm-hmm.
They get to the room, dump the bags, he runs, jumps in the shower. He comes out, lay on the bed, on his stomach, tell her to come here, wooty wop wop. Then he talking to her, breaking down, whatever. He tells her to put a couple of them in there and then do the come here motion. Whack! Come here,
Ooh,
boy.
boy, it's over for you, Captain.
Come here, boy. You can't talk tough and get the
No,
come here fingers. You can't get the come here fingers and talk tough to street niggas. You can't do both, bro. Choose a struggle. You got to pick one of them. And I know you want to pick the fingers.
and and the crazy thing about it, Shada wasn't even going to expose him first because he had done did all kind of lame junk to her. Told the baby daddy that he was gonna get him set up. Call CPS on the children. That's when she said it was the last straw because
See, he was
you try.
playing with our kids.
Yeah. So when he did that, that's when she went on and uploaded the picture of him on the bed. You know what I mean?
Uh,
And she said like now that the daughter done found out, the wife
Hold
done
on,
found.
cuz. Because for the people watching, they got to understand they might not be all the way in tune with Meeka, nor might they be all the way in tune with Wack 100. So we got to kind of be more specific about certain things. And with them, you know what I mean? Um, they did have like a situation. But it wasn't
Yeah,
like
she was a mistress.
yeah, it wasn't a title or nothing, but there was a lot of things going on. But when the picture came out, it didn't come out same time as the interview with her talking about.
No, no, the
You know what I'm
picture
saying?
came out
The
way
picture
a
came
month
out
before.
months ago. For those
Right.
who don't know, the picture of Wack on his stomach, butt naked, laying in the bed, on the phone, arguing with niggas on Clubhouse. Wack, come here. That was a few months back. This is up to date with Meeka talking about what was going on with her and Wack. Come here.
Mm-hmm.
We can't even call him 100 no more. It's just Wack. Come here. Come here.
He called the most. I'm talking about this is worse than getting exposed from the last like this is your manhood being exposed to the world 2023.
It's hard for me to listen to Wack. When the picture came out and they was like, this how he be arguing with niggas on Clubhouse. When that picture came out, it was hard. I haven't listened to really no Clubhouses arguments about Wack because That picture stuck in my tube, dude. Every time I hear your voice talking over in the clubhouse rooms and stages, all I envision is you laying on the bed, looking like a dead body, arguing with niggas. I don't want to even envision that, so I don't even tap on them conversations, them clubhouse arguments no more, bro.
Like it ain't even no reason to go. You ain't no man, bro. You went out bad this year, extra bad.
And to think you got so on your toes when it comes to niggas you talking about, but you was vulnerable to a broad though.
Mm-hmm. And it ended up, and then it ended up coming back on them in the worst way.
All because she gave you the tremendous two.
Four,
She said four.
fool.
I know she did say when she pulled her joints out.
He kept saying, "Put another one,
When she
put
did
one
say
more."
when she pulled her joints out, however many of them it was, whether it was the tremendous two or the fantastic four, that she had jelly on her hands, not
That's what she said.
lubricant jelly. We trying to be less
Right.
uh
Try to keep it clean.
you did.
Yeah.
But when she hit him with the come here, if you don't know what the come here is, to the backside. He took him to the backside and she come here. She said when she took her joints out, she
It was.
had ejaculate.
She had jail for him.
Yeah.
I mean,
She
the
had honey
grossest.
bun icing on her fingers.
He enjoyed it. Sick individual, man. Sick.
And everybody know how Wack played the game.
And the crazy thing about it, that was the wrong information. You let Charleston White get on you, Wack. You know he gonna be on your head the rest of the year. Woo!
You can't come for him.
You can't come for Charleston no more, boy. He gonna light you up.
You can't come for him.
You can't question nothing about nothing, boy. Shawty exposed you. You got exposed worse than anybody this year. These rat boys can't even compare to the way you got exposed. But anyway, enough of
It
that.
was gonna come though, cuz.
Like,
It was gonna come.
how could you explain that to your wife, bro? What was your excuse?
If they beefing like Meeka say,
Well, you're right,
if
cause she
they
said
beef,
he was Shawty was sending money to somebody, one of her partners down the road,
exactly.
35 and
That's the main
2500.
reason why she said she didn't expose it earlier is because the homeboy that's down the road that was getting these wires from her,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
5-6 bands at a time type
Mm-hmm.
of thing. He didn't want to mess that up, so out of respect for him, she didn't expose him earlier.
Right, right. But
So
now
Wack
he
considered
forced her hand to where Shawty had to. She human like everybody else. A woman can only take but so much before they go on and put it all on the table on you.
no doubt. And with Wack, he pressed the issue a lot with her and played games with her because
Mm-hmm.
he didn't too much consider his wife.
Calling the girl daddy, the
So if
baby daddy.
anything did come out, I don't think he was mentally, I don't think he was mindful enough to care
No, he
how
wasn't.
he feel or what she think. You know what I mean?
No, he wasn't.
So that's more of a reason why he was pressing Meeka so much. And then when they have a disagreement, he want to expose her so bad.
Mm-hmm.
Because okay, we having a disagreement. I don't want nobody to really fuck with you if I ain't fuck.
Right.
but he pressed her too hard.
He forced Shawty to get out, you know what I mean, to do that to him because even after her with the come here, she still was gonna be cool with him. She still was gonna be cool and continue to.
She still was cool with him.
She
After
still
they got to a point where they got everything under wraps and everything was supposed to be cool.
right because he apologized,
Yeah, but
but
like he said, also he was calling her on FaceTime with trainees in the back.
yeah, man, as he
We
asked
can't
for,
leave. We can't. It's so much. We can't talk about the whole interview.
yeah,
We just can't.
we
I mean,
gonna we
we
gonna
could,
talk
but we
about we're
can't.
gonna hit with pointers because it's too gross.
Yes, it is. It's too in depth. It's too explicit. Let's just,
Yeah,
you know what I'm
it's
saying?
too
I
much, dog. And
word.
everything that we saying is entertainment purposes.
Yeah,
You
you
know what I
know
mean?
what I'm saying. And this is not to take shots at the community. And for those who don't understand what I'm saying when I say the community, you'll figure it out. But
Right,
this is not to take shots at them neither because we
at
just
all.
too. But at the same time, we
We
just
getting
talking
that
about the
we
situation.
getting that Mr. Gangster. That's who we talking about.
Yeah. So at the
Mr. No
same time, we just
Flaws.
gotta speak on what's been coming out about Wack. Come here,
Hmm
100.
But speaking of Clubhouse, okay, I don't know how this happened, but they ended up letting 21 Savage inviting 21 Savage on Clubhouse and ended up putting a PFK member on Clubhouse, and they went to discussing things that was going on in the streets between the two. Now, the PFK cat pushed the button so hard to where Savage just got out of his body and just, oh, every time one of y'all get into it with us, allegedly 30 people get smoked. Like 30 of y'all done got smoked. We been spanking y'all for years. Whoop 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 whoop. I just felt like he got he went too far with speaking to the media on street shit that wasn't, I mean, street things that wasn't supposed to be said.
At the end of the day, what we saw him do ain't out of place because we've been seeing 95% of the rap game do that. Which is a thing that gotta stop though, because how we gonna get back on track in the rap game when the street niggas is going outside of protocol in the first place because you don't deal with your street issues over the internet.
Mm-hmm.
But they is though. Because the
Right,
minute a nigga say something, even if you ain't in the room or you ain't on the Facebook Live, you end up on your Facebook Live in your room or on your platform doing the same thing. So it ends up being a personal matter in the street where the street supposed to hold court. Now y'all got court on social media.
right.
Everybody got to stop that.
And the thing about it, he's so much of a public, he's a public figure. So everything he's saying, he's forgetting that all these platforms are going to put that same conversation on every platform it is on YouTube, whether you like it or not. Because let's just keep it real, it's gonna be a negative algorithm before it's a positive algorithm any day
The
on
negative
the
always
internet.
going to outdo the positive.
Yeah. So with that being said, by you having all this good things going on for you, like 21 Savage Day was just given to you in December. Jigga got you back over here in the United States. You know what I mean? Got you doing your thing. With you speaking publicly like that about street things, that's going that's going to hinder you if you keep doing all that because you forgetting that DA up there in Atlanta ain't playing with none
Yo,
of y'all.
a couple seconds of anger, cuz deactivates your awareness. And that's what that was. A nigga that he, you know what I'm saying, that can niggas, everybody can't get under your skin. Motherfuckers say shit about 21 Savage all the time. He don't be responding like that.
Mm-hmm.
But this person got up under his skin. Why? Because he from the other side
Right.
of the
This
situation.
this
So you see what I'm saying? So his response came from, I ain't gonna see this nigga outside to talk to him. I don't got this nigga number. Oh, I'm about to do just what he, you see what I'm saying? Because that's the quickest
mm-hmm.
way to get mine off.
Right.
And in return, you got two street niggas talking about, so what happens if what y'all talking about towards each other end up happening in the public eye though?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Now they in court talking about what you did say on Clubhouse, like 30 of their people had died.
Right.
You see what I'm
Right.
saying? Like it's just too much sauce gonna get added
Mm-hmm.
behind argument that shouldn't even been over the internet.
He posed a bad and then what make it so bad, the dude following is nowhere near him. So by him just getting in the argument with Buddy, you just helped this man numbers go up there.
It didn't matter about the following with dude.
No, it didn't.
See what I'm saying with him? So the dude could have had 100 followers. The fact that the op been fixed his mouth to say something about us.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost my duty. I promise you, he almost felt like it was almost, you could have got any one of your goons to cut their live on and do that. Or jump in the clubhouse and do that.
Right.
Or just don't say nothing at all. You can let people think what they want to think. If you know they minus 30, but this nigga saying they plus 27,
Uh-huh.
hey, let them think the score is what they, man, who cares?
It ain't the internet. It ain't the internet business anyway.
It really ain't. Y'all sitting there talking about who done got murdered the most.
Yeah.
We not talking about who's selling albums, who got the most money, who doing the most tours, who getting booked the most, who booking fees the highest. Y'all ain't talking about none of that. It's niggas getting wiped down. Y'all ain't even talking about drugs. Y'all talking about murder. That's
Mm-hmm.
worse than all of that.
Talking about every time somebody started with y'all, at least 30 niggas got smoked. Bro, that wasn't nobody business. Everybody on Clubhouse done kept quiet, had their antennas up, like, oh, this let them two
Because
finish.
until that, how many people really know about the history between Slaughter Gang and PFK?
Right.
Nobody.
Nobody didn't.
Unless
Nobody.
you're from Atlanta.
Mm-hmm. That's
Don't
the only
nobody
way
know
you would
about
know.
that. Bloggers ain't making that they top topic. And like everybody not blogging about PFK, and
No.
niggas wouldn't even know about PFK if it wasn't for Lil Marlo.
Right. That's facts.
And it's
And
no cap.
ever since he died, you ain't seen not one rapper pop on the west side or
And
his
that
clique.
don't mean that they not popping. You just
No,
ain't,
it don't.
you ain't seen them exposed like Marlo was.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, is they supposed to be exposed if they know niggas get knocked off by exposing
Mm-hmm.
themselves? So we almost
True.
can't even blame them niggas. We can't sit here and be like, oh, them niggas broke and we don't see
Nah.
because the camera ain't on them niggas.
No, the camera is on Savage.
Just like it was on T.I. when he was getting into it with Shorty Low. Why?
Mm-hmm.
Because T.I. was the bigger
He was the
image.
big dog.
Yeah, he was the bigger image. Shorty Low had more street, more niggas from Atlanta was gonna come and speak up for Shorty Low than they was T.I.
Mm-hmm. Right.
T.I. just had that bigger image.
Bigger following, yeah.
where his image was
It
so
wasn't gonna hurt him.
Yeah, but it made Shorty Low look like he was hating when he really wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
All Shorty Low saying, okay, if y'all think that nigga trap whatever he called himself, nigga, then what am I? Because I was doing 10 times more than this man.
And still had 1 foot in during the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take away from what T.I. was and did. You know, some niggas just feel like if y'all gonna shed light on a nigga like that, and we from the same section, ain't no way y'all ain't gonna shed light on me too, because I'm that nigga for real.
Right. And that's how that happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
So
it's the same with PFK, because 21, he might not be putting out shit every month. He might not be, you know, he doing specific things.
I feel like you said, niggas that got huge platforms, huge names like that, they don't even need to go on no platforms where it's messy. So, you know, Clubhouse is like
Especially because really don't know niggas need to be doing it.
Right, that's facts.
How you gonna tell the young niggas not to do it when they
and you doing it?
You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. You got niggas, you know what I mean, 40 and 50 years old, time they hit the power button, they going in on another man 6 o'clock in the morning. Hollering at the top of their lungs.
And that's kind of stupid. Even though I understand they got an issue outside. It's blood on the street, allegedly. But you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, like, at the end of the day, y'all could deal with that another type of way. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? Not over the internet.
That wasn't a time, and that ain't the time and place on social media.
Especially when Atlanta under the scope. You niggas under the scope. So to be talking like that, 30 people that got knocked down, you had that lady looking into that.
Mm-hmm. Most definitely.
Look into some murders and see if any
they would save that audio and bring it up in the courtroom.
Man, like at this ain't the time, and they seeing what Thugger going through, so to put yourself in that. And 21 kind of went through this, and a lot of niggas. This is what separates us from a lot of niggas too, because really well before blogs and shit like that, when 21 came out and blew up, he went through something like this already, where he was really on Slaughter Gang. 20, 30 niggas from Slaughter Gang went down behind murders and drugs and guns. Like, nigga, I don't know if a lot of we don't hear too many niggas blog about this because they don't even know about it. This before this was even a trend to talk about what other niggas going through and all. Before that, he was going through that then. Hence why this nigga be in the shadows so much, because nigga, how many times you think you gonna beat the Heat?
Yeah, you ain't gonna win them all. You're gonna lose some.
And a lot of niggas thought he was gonna get snatched then, because what he had going on was a YSL type of situation before YSL should belong before the Y. But if we want to be technical, when 21 came out, YSL was already under investigation.
So nigga, people gotta be mindful, man. You get on this internet and get to talking crazy, gonna end up in a cell. You feel me? So
end up in front of them folks trying to explain to them
plead your case.
That you ain't the leader in no damn RICO.
Cause they passing them out like hotcakes, Jack.
21 Savage is not a foot soldier. He the leader in this camp.
So if he fall, there's gonna be a domino effect.
A lot of niggas gotta go back to the street.
Yeah. So just gotta be mindful about how you talk on these social platforms, man. So this all we got for y'all right now, and it's time for that Coach for the Streets, man. Y'all tune into the channel, man. Subscribe. Ding the notification bell. Don't leave about the trap till you've been served.
It's just like that.
We gone.
Hey. Yes. Talk my shit, man. Right back. Try and knock my hustle, nigga. Grind too hard.